Hi, so for those that don't know me, my name is Susan Rancourt. I'm one of the owners of Road Races and Events. For those that do know me, um, we are here again with some unfortunate news. The Jamestown Town Council has just informed us that they have rescinded our permit for the September 19th half marathon. In discussion with them, we had adhered to all the state guidelines as far as being able to host a safe event. We had a protocol plan in place that we have been researching and revising and looking at examples for the last 3 months or so, and we had a solid plan in place. But Jamestown as a town has decided not to allow any events with over 50 people for the foreseeable future. So we are not able to host an in-person race in Jamestown in September, or they were just unable to give us any date that we might be able to do it until next year. So we are certainly reeling. We thought that this race was a very safe race. We had under 500 people in it. We had waves set up. We had a good plan in place to keep everybody socially distant and execute a safe event. So we are very shocked and saddened to be in this position again. I think if you had told us back in March when we had first, had to start with Newport, that we would still be doing this in September, what's going to be September, I don't think I would have believed it then. I'm still not sure I believe it now. I still am struggling with how this is evolving. But we did want to let you know that this was not our decision. We are just honestly just shocked. And I'm sure people are saying, well, how can you be so shocked? Because we do know that there are races that are going on in Rhode Island. We know other states have plans for road races and to bring them back. But unfortunately, this decision was taken out of our hands despite our best planning. So our deepest and heartfelt apologies for this. There's really no words. So what do we do? Again, we're gonna transition the race to a virtual race. I know I've done a couple of virtual events in the last few months. I did the Bristol half with you all. That was certainly humbling for me. I haven't done a half marathon in 5 years. I did enjoy using Race Joy. I did enjoy having that date on my calendar. I did love having that goal of having a half marathon. I don't know that I would have done it if I hadn't committed to it when we went through the whole thing with Bristol. It hurt, but it was just like any actual race. I'm proud of the fact that I was able to complete the distance. I'm not proud of the time, but proud of the event. I'm doing a couple other like virtual 5Ks and the Save the Bay virtual event, which is a combination of running, biking, swimming, rowing, paddleboarding. But I actually like these virtual events. They're kind of fun. They keep me engaged. They keep me competitive. I miss races, just like I'm sure all of you do, but we know that even if we are able to host a race anytime in the near future, it won't be like anything that we've had in my lifetime. And I started racing, it's 16 years old, which is a very long time ago now. So I do enjoy the virtual event. So we do encourage you to be a part of our virtual half marathon. Again, we have learned a lot in the last even few months. The technology has expanded so much. We've created like milestone badges that are going to be in your trophy case now and run sign up. We can plot like the progress on maps. There's been a lot of advancements in technology to try and make these virtual events as close to the real thing as possible. If you use RaceJoy, it is sort of like having a timed event because the app does track you, gives you progress alerts. It uploads your time right as soon as you're done. You do have to complete the whole 13.1 distance at the time from start to finish. It doesn't allow you to break it up, which we do allow you to do in a virtual race, but this is just something a little bit different. So it is fun. I know I feel very aware that my time is now on a results page and I have to answer to you, like that's a public document. So I do feel that it's a very strong motivator, to say the least. otherwise, we're going to continue to have some virtual challenge. I think they're fun. The next one up is in August, and it's called the Race Directors Challenge. And for those of you that didn't see our last video, to give you a little background, next month I turn 50. Also in training for the Bristol Half, I've injured myself and I can't really run right now. So piling everything on top of each other, which, you know, it takes away my therapy, which is, you know, not helping in times like this. So the race director challenge, even before, you know, I've gone through this injury, is a cross training challenge. So it's going to be running 20 minutes, 2 days a week. But then the other days are swimming, biking, running, strength training, and yoga. The idea is that it's hot in August. It's hard to train, to run in the heat. I don't like running in the heat at all. So this is kind of gives us an opportunity to heal our bodies, to take a little break from running in heat, and to be ready for fall. I coach cross country as well, so this is a good way for me to kind of take care of my body and not just have all the constant pounding that happens from running. Running is always my first choice if I were to do a workout. And right now that workout's kind of taken away from me. So I'm very excited for this challenge. I hope you will all join me in this. Obviously, you know, I have had a lot of race goals myself, as most people do when they hit certain milestone ages. And again, like you, those races have all gone by the wayside. So I did create this race in hopes that you guys would kind of compete against me and like be together and have a little birthday fun month with it, and just kind of all do something different from what we normally do. We will have then September the virtual half marathon for Jamestown, and then we're still very, I mean, again, very hopeful for October. Again, we have that solid plan in place. We're going to learn a lot between now and then. There are events going on in Rhode Island starting next month, so we know that it can happen. We want it to happen just as much as you do. Believe us, we miss race days like you would not believe. It's the equivalent of not being able to run for us. Like when you're injured and you can't run, you look at all the other like runners that are out on the road and you're just so like jealous and sad that you can't do what you love. And that's how it feels for us, like not being able to put on races. It's like being injured, and having running taken away from you. So the virtual events are sort of like when you're injured and you have to cross train. Well, it's still not the best thing. It's still something. So that's kind of how we're looking at it. So we hope that you will join us. Again, fingers crossed that things get much better in the next few weeks, the next months. We know there's a lot of challenges out there. We are very empathetic, but we do thank you all for sticking with us, and we do appreciate everything that everybody's going through. You know, it is an incredibly challenging time, so we can only continue to be positive. Just find ways to kind of stay healthy, stay strong, stay motivated, stay positive, stay engaged. We're going to actually have a new hashtag coming up, and it's going to be maintain your distance. And what that means is you have all this fitness, right? So let's help maintain that fitness by maintaining our distance, which is, you know, a little play on words with the social distancing. So you're going to start seeing some of that come up. I thought that was kind of tongue in cheek. So again, we're always here for you guys. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out. As runners, two runners, we're feeling the pain just like you guys are for sure. So come join us in August. You know, be part of the fun, and we're gonna do our best to have a great event, albeit virtually in September as well. And things are gonna get better, right? So thank you again. Bye-bye.